PS4, you may note this. I mentioned this in the description. I don't know what happened. My game file got deleted. I did go delete one here recently. I don't know if I accidentally deleted this, and instructions similar as well. I was really tired, so it could have happened. I don't know what happened, but I'm having to start fresh. Obviously we'll boost up to max. No, I don't need no DLC. I was going to get that, but I messed up. I didn't get it. So is that available now? That's not a yellow one. I'll just see. I don't mind that. I actually figured out what speed, so I do not put on that. And can have a right. That one I don't mind. Okay, audio I don't care for. See, I know some people mention this with on the road, no music. I don't mind not. Obviously, if I'm not streaming, I would try to just listen to Spotify. But honestly, I can't stand that music in game. But yeah, there's a lot coming. Of course, we know next month we do have. And again, I don't know what happened, but you will know my save file got deleted. It might have been an accidental one. I was really tired of deleting one. I really just want a fresh start on it, and I made it. Accidentally, construction simulator was saying front root fine. But yeah, if you've seen the Tedesco time and you've seen the holiday truck driver thing they did, you'll know they show a map or something, a clip, very short during it, but it's a very short clip. It's at the end of this week's Tedesco time. Just asking, what do you think this means? Looking at it, it kind of almost looks like it could be either UK or maybe possibly American. Like maybe a map expansion coming? Or a separate map. Of course, if they did America, but I mean American trucks as well. Obviously, we don't know. Because they did mention they were looking to do a map expansion this year. Welcome, truck driver. Yeah. In this short introduction, you will learn how to control your truck. Don't really have to. Just hear me, okay? I'll keep it short. First, make sure to start your engine. Yeah, the hell. Of course, I know how it's first. I want to just get my stuff right. Looks right now. Great. Now check out the panel on the right for your basic. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Pro at this point now. Personally, stuff I would love to see in this game. One, I would not mind. Well, one, I would like this on my screen, but it kind of messes me open that much. It's on the right side. It's hard to see that mirror over there. But you will know what I do have it at kilometers, because I did the calculation how much it would be from 50, so I know that. Okay, now part 2, of course, that one. Now, yeah, so we're getting a map expansion. For on the road, mostly I like what I see on the game. It's kind of what inspired the name Premium Logistics, since you can't customize your stuff. Right, well done. Now take the trip to Western. I figured that's the name on the truck. That's going to my truck and company's going to be called on there. I'm going to be the driver, of course, or signature. I'll keep to my username. Huh. Stuff like that. It's not that. But I really wanted to admit I was wanting to use this truck again for a reason. I got to check something. Because I do have my new controller now, so we will learn. Was it me or was it Mimrak? No. Was it me or was it the controller? Was it controller, I mean, or was it the in-game thing that people say is on in-game? AKA that you will feel the load behind you on the hill. Some people will indicate that's not in the game. I say it is. Yeah, on the road looks like a great game. There are features though it does not have. I do think there is a lot of negativity toward Truck Driver that some people are giving leeway to on the road, yet it's been out the same length. Maybe not on console, but it has been out the same time, length of time as Truck Driver. They're not gonna give them problems, but they'll give Truck Driver like nothing but grief, which I think is ludicrous on myself. Maybe I'm being overly critical, but I do think, hey, you gotta gameplay favor. Oh, I'm sorry guys, you go hear this throughout the. I don't know no one in Chattanooga. This was ridiculous. Oh crap! I bet that this gets my. No. Oh yeah, 55 ain't too bad because I got that light coming up. But the difference is right. Like what's not in. Because they gotta, you know, they can't do this, they can't do that. They gotta, that's gotta come somewhere. Yeah, this game you're criticizing what features it doesn't. One thing I would want from on the road would be this option to have that right mirror, which it does not have. So you have to look at that mirror, which, let's face it, if you got the same view, which a lot of people suspect you will have this point of view, right? You'll have this, I should not say point of view, I should. So I'm still using 0 miles per hour, so you may see it's about it's 20 difference basically. So keep that in mind. This would be a 30 zone, not a 50. But I'm trying to keep it with aim in euros. I'm trying to get used to that, right? This is the UK, or not UK, but this is a European. So I'm trying to get used to that. I admit though, it's frustrating when you're playing a game supposed to be America, and it's really not using American construction simulators are notorious for it. So man, they don't have the simple no turn right on red, which is a feature of America. I know you gotta cut corners, but that's a weird one to cut, right? You gotta fake that. It's a kind of a weird one to cut. But you know one thing I've always liked about Truck Driver, you got customization, which I love. I love the ability to customize my vehicles. You don't get that on the road. At the moment, there's no customization features. Now here is the one thing I admit has been frustrating on this, but what they kind of mentioned there are gonna be working on is this. Yeah, that's a feature they're supposed to be working on is the horn, which I am actually been glad to hear. Now I know they don't have, like some people want, like if you look that way, can't just press a button and recenter it. But as you just seen, little adjustment there. It's not really that. It's not a game breaking. Like that's got to come before anything else for certain player. No. I'd rather work on other stuff than work on that feature because it's something non-lazy people could do by themselves. They don't need that feature. Lazy people, they need that feature because they don't have it on the road either. So I suspect certain YouTuber will push backing of the game. The only thing I really wish they would add, they do it on some stuff, but not all stuff. Some of this game, I really wish they give you the option to do it for the challenge aspect. Would be that all stuffs are not like this, but the reverse only ones. Because let's face it, those are more of a challenge to get into than these are. These are. Okay, my trailer's a little wide. They have made it better on here. Oh boy, that should have been damaged. They have made it a lot better. For the record, I've already seen what it looks like. You probably not going to see me drive a Gigaliner, guys. Ever. On the road, I just admit I'm not that great at reversing. with a standard trim. I don't get me started on one with a dolly on. Ugh. Huh? Easy. Now what do I do? By completing jobs, you earn money and experience, both of which you'll need to improve your performance. The money can be used to purchase new trucks and parts in your garage. Okay, the quest. Use experience points to level up any passive you've unlocked. Leveling up passes will help you to improve faster. Okay, how do I do that? Open the in-game menu, navigate to the passive screen. Let's do that now. Starting your passive skill. Okay. Okay, that'd be a few ways to do this. Of course, you gotta put on no motion, which I admit I go here, but to get this unlocked, you have to do almost all Charlie's, if not all of Charlie's missions. That was nice. What now? Now you better fill up your truck. Look at the bottom right corner of the screen next to the sat nav. Your fuel is low. Support to keep your gas full. You would not like to run out of gas in the middle of a job, would you? You could even lose the job in progress. Oh, that would be a shame. Let's go follow the directions to the fuel station. Technically, if I'm a trucker, I don't want to run out of diesel. I mean, if I run out of gas, really ain't a big problem. With diesel, yeah, you know the thing that a truck uses? That would be bad. See, I don't have no problem centering my, this truck, at least, is very easy. How I always have done it. Just use that old motion logo there, and that's all you need to do. It's really not that hard. Now, what I wish they had, which they don't have, is me slamming into something. No, I wish they'd have one spark. But I don't know what I was going to say. There's a feature I was going to say I wish they had, and I don't remember what the hell it was. The parking brake, though, I think would be a good feature. Because let's face it, I've had it. I wish they. I even go to say it in two ways on what I'm about to say on the AI. Sometimes it may be slow, but I admit the AI on this game is actually not that bad. They've actually put a lot of time and effort into this AI, and it shows because actually if I'm smart, I try to get it close, but don't get it, that'll work. Oh, come on, the moment I turn my engine on, you're going to do that too? No, yeah. Of course, I'm still waiting. I don't need it as bad now as I used to. It's this controller, don't give me this shit. I don't know, it's time to embrace the crew too. Anyway, I may have to fix my steering. It seems a little sensitive on her. Okay, now am I ready to get a job? No, because you're tired. Calm down, you must be feeling tired. Look at your stamina bar on the bottom of your left ear screen. You will cause accidents if you sleep at the wheel. You can lose jobs. Have some rest and get prepared for important jobs. Okay, you're right. Where can I start? Rest. I see the location of the nearest rest stop for the sat nav. Go have some rest. One, can't wait for them to get this patch out. They've been talking about for over a month, still nothing. But two, I do like that you kind of like this is a feature on the road I've heard about that's kind of frustrating, but about the same on here, I guess. About every 50 minutes, about every hour, you have to seem like you have to pull in. That's how it is on trade. 9 hours is what it estimates to on the road. It's like every 50 minutes, something like that. You gotta get some sleep. Now on there, you can pull in anywhere. Now these, like I probably said, shoulders. The European, you're just not pulling over on. That shoulder is not big enough for you to pull over on. So you kind of do want to go into a spot to rest, right? That's big enough, for whatever it may be on. I don't know if you can progress in on ramps, honestly. I don't know how to. I don't know how to words are off ramps. But the feature I don't like on the road has. It's really. I know I'm not the only one who's got this complaint. It's the fact that you could just hit the. I think it's triangle or whatever or something, whatever it is, and you just stop in the middle of the road and sleep. That's not a very good system at all, guys. Most of the fines, for instance, you could run red lights and give them to get penalized. Chronicle see me. I mean, if it's an accident, okay, that's an accident because there's no time missions from understand, which I'm not gonna miss. Yeah. Hello, hope you're resting for your first job. Okay, any other advice? Now go to your first job and meet with Charlie Dover. He will have a job for you. One last tip: do your best at the job. It's the way you will win. That way you will win over other clients and more jobs. Go now and good luck. There is one concern I do have. Oh crap! How the hell? Oh, trimmer, trimmer. Oh, sometimes I wish I had that major, but no, from what I see, the trailer with a dolly on its pin out. I think personally it's too big for a box truck, but it's just me. Give me a trailer with fifth on. The only thing I want to know, and I hope I'm here soon, because I don't want to buy a game I can't even play. Because that would be frustrating. There's no. I hope to God that on the road uses a controller for the console. Right now, I have not heard anything, and I hope to verify that before launch, because it would suck if I buy a game and then I can't play. So I don't only have a controller, I don't have steering wheel. Again, I don't really have an area to set up this wheel at, and they're way too expensive for me to be investing my time into. Hold up. Okay, I'm making sure that's picking up. But that is still been broadcasting. I think I'm talking to people. Oh boy. I think it's about 500, but I may be wrong, so I haven't drove in kilometers in a while. It's 500 on miles per hour. Now they've got a lot of criticism from some people for putting out, how dare they, paint jobs. I personally don't mind. I've brought the American one, and the American one will just give me a little American feature in the game. So the map they showed, these buildings don't look like crap. Seriously. That wall? I never read the wall. The maps they showed, the little clip they showed does not look like buildings like this. That's what makes me think it's not just the maps updated. They look very American, you know, kind of Americanish, kind of RUK style maybe. It'd be nice. Of course, if they bring in a new map, entirely new map, that would mean they have to be bringing a new context if you're still doing the system. Much I know some people don't want the story. They hate stories. They never liked stories. They don't want any game to do with stories. Some of us do. I personally like the little touch this game added to the game, right? That you have a story with you. It's more personal, right? I'm going to meet Charlie now. It's actually get to talk to Charlie, or get to hear this little yappity yap speech. It's personal, right? I don't know about you yet. Do me good. So John's gonna get some more in first. We're gonna bring on more of these paint jobs here in a sec. Oi, new kid. Let's start with an easy job. It's alright. I'll get right on. Trailer's out front, taking to my storage depot around the block. Just around the block, not very exciting. Let's see how you handle the first. We'll take it up from there. Okay, so there's a time mission. So I'll rare it. This view, so I don't mess up. Of course. Get the good. Because my driver there got a big mouth. Yeah, about the skins. I personally like them in one area. Because early on, when you need trucks, you need a garage. Well, you're saving money because you don't have to paint your truck. That's right. The little detail adds up, don't it? Because it takes a lot to paint your whole truck. It's not a cheap thing, but the skins, one, you don't have to pay nothing. If I remember, this is a reverse job, guys. So I wish they would. This is a mention. I wish they had the option of every stop being this way, guys. Like this. So make sure you change how you're driving. Considerably, guys. Again, I'm not the best at reversing. Personally, because I never had to do this before until this became a factor. Now I know there's a lot of people that go on, well, Euro truck is the way, or American truck is the best. I guess that's a matter of I personally don't know. I've heard people that play Euro truck have a lot of issues with. A lot of it's the AI though. Which personally, if you fix it with a mod, has it really fixed? Be the judge. I don't consider that fixed, but say if you're using a mod to fix something, that's not really fixed, is it? That's a fix. Don't get me wrong, it's a fix, but it ain't there's something a developer or publisher did to do with it. I personally don't know because I don't play the game. I'm going based on stuff people I've watched, like Bay Area, but I admit this got like a bunch of scroll or so. I think he's probably the most fair on trucking games. I don't know if he's played this. Damn, I cannot seem to get that in there for 100. Oh, I have it. Premium logistics after all. Job's done. I put the trailer where you wanted it. Not half bad. Couldn't see me if you up for more work. Good boy there. No sure. I'm just gonna stay in third person, using getting driving first person, but oh no, not no why. This was a skilled trailer. I really need to know what all the missions are for that, because that's one of the 2 trophies I need. Better not just be those type of stuff, so I'm gonna be really frustrated because I haven't seen very many of those. I really wish you had them all for every. I just wish you had that option to make those, turn those on for every stop, right? There was, I watched a video about on the road, and someone said you can't do it, no one does 3 to 4 hour streams of this game. Excuse me? Where's my hand? Done it. Been there, done that a few times. Don't know if I'm going to be there today. I had time constraints, but I could. So I actually liked this game a lot. I haven't played in a while, but I got a lot of new games. I'm just checking those out. Oh hey kid, I need you to pick up a trailer for me. Sure thing. Where can I find them? There's a small inn near the lighthouse just outside of town. I'm not too familiar with the area yet. No worries, I'll send the information to your sat nav. Thanks. Of course, what I've been saying though, I really want for on the road is to have my headquarters. I want it central Germany, right in the center. And why would I want that? Well, for me, as close to the center as it could be, because that gives me access to all the map. I would think, right? Like no matter where I'm at, my other trailer of my other stuff ain't that far away. Now here's the dilemma you face if you want to hire a driver early or another employee. Keep in mind, if they're in your truck, you will not be able to see the other truck. So let's say you're getting bored with let's drive the box trailer, you want to drive the lifestyle trailer. You got the employee in it. Well, good luck. Even if you have it delivered, you want to see it on the list. I don't know if that changes if you remove the employee from that, driving that truck. That's kind of a weird glitch. They can't see them out on the map, out on the road, because of course the bus simulator has that. I mean, they have to give them, I guess, some leeways, right? All the stuff they do have, which I'm looking forward to. One, you got companies, well, let's face it, Euro does that too, but you also, as you know, have you get out of your truck. On that, there's that. You get lifestyle. You also have the loads as well, including multi-drop, which sounds fun. Yeah, you have to determine yourself how you do it, because I've seen games that go either he's rolled the worst at backing up, which I admit I'm not the best at either, or the Giga Trailers is way too big to be using with a box truck. It might be easier if you have this, let's say, the cab, the tractor. Shorty, I got the trailer. Where do you want it? Just bring it back over here. No problem. If you get here quick enough, I'll fork you some extra cash. Sounds like a challenge you're on. It's 10 minutes. I mean, if you can't get there in 10 minutes. Truthfully, this time... Oh, no, it's 4 minutes. They did reduce it. It used to be 10 minutes. I believe. Or 5 minutes. They did reduce this. Good, 'cause really doesn't need to be that high. Of course, usually I would have done it halfway there by now, but I don't have that option anymore. I'm halfway there. Of course, once you do this next job, you'll get Andre, which I said I want to be going to Andre. Of course, I want to be going there for trailer, so that's that. Oh, what am I talking about? Next run is going that direction, because it's going to Vike. Of course, I'd buy the truck anymore before I buy the garage, because I need the quest trophy, guys. 1 to 2 trophies. No, there's only 2 trophies I don't have for this that and skill driver. Maxing out bow. Got the simple, so I wanted to maxing out of those. It's the only there's a complaint I've had on this game is you can't, unless you're a light, you cannot see these dials on this game at all, guys. And that's, if you're trying to use that to drive by, you're in trouble. This whole thing makes manual, at least got an option of manual transmissions. Yeah, on the road, no manual transmissions. No, yeah, if you want a challenge, which I guess I just kind of said I did, you could always make that challenge yourself, right? Proven too easy to park. Really? You got any too easy to park? Well, why don't you reverse in every every trailer in. Let's see how easy it is. That's some of my issue was there. That's too far over. I think I'm worse now. Damn. I don't think the problem is I went too far this other way. I'm setting the timers down now so I could try to get our base more straight. Thanks, friend. You've proven I can trust you with my car driver. I like to do business with you more often. Always a pleasure, sure. Looking forward to it. And of course, I'll deliver one more because it's. Say, well, you're getting tired. Yeah, I kind of am. Now, usually I would be thinking about moving this up soon, but again, I'm not gonna be in this truck that long. I just switch out to the Quest as soon as possible. I can't remember the next treasure tiers at his other yard. There's these personal touches, right? And I also like. One thing I do like about this, now I know you pick it from a job list, and yeah, you know, knowing what your cargo is, picking it up where you're delivering is kind of fun, but you have to admit, I think it's kind of fun on this, is that you don't, when you take these cargo hauls, you don't know where you're going, what you're delivering to. You actually take it on the job. That's kind of fun too. Ready for the next job? I'm trying to expand the business. New customers, new places to go. Great, so where am I going next? I need you to take a trailer to a new client in Vike for me. Vike, that's a nice drive. Near the area, he knows where that's at. just putting it out there. Kind of like stuff I've seen in Clover Kai. I'm rewatching this. Really know the thing that in season 1. A couple of questions I guess maybe could be answered, but it is a weird thing. It's the whole thing with the shopping. You know, the Kyler incident at the shopping mini mall right there. Get there a second. So what am I hauling today? Shipment of oysters for a party at some tech company. Sounds like they know how to throw a party. Whatever floats their boat. I've never shipped that many oysters before. I've only had them, I think, once. Man, they were good. Since I was meals. Of course, those weren't right. Oh, damn! It's for a gonna be mean. Oh, look at my front. Look at my Ford truck. She's taking a beating. I'm gonna be buffing all these parts for sure. Not in Kyle's face. But that was what I'm getting at is, one, just putting this out there. Who called the cops? Think about that. Who was this? The guy at the mini market because he was that pissed at Johnny. Guess it's the most logical, right? Because someone had to call him. And two, what the hell was Kyler and his friends doing in our city to begin with? Think about that. I guess because they knew in their own area, people might have recognized them. I guess that's what they're trying to say. So they wanted to go to over there and figure they'll get away. Suspicious that area was, you know, not guys like that. They don't hang out in a place overseas. They hang out in Encino area, right? Let's face it, you never seen Johnny back in the day just hanging around Mercedes all the time, right? Unless he's been to Crevlo Daniel. Just put it out there. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So again, it's like you got to try to put logic behind why some events happen. Right? But yeah, these long drives. I know drives on the roads take longer because, of course, you got a lot of road. Actually, I'm looking forward to that part. Having a long drive to do, right? That's just always what I want to do. Long distance hauling. Here is going to be. Knowing if it was the controller or it is a game feature. I think it was the controller, guys, honestly. I don't know. Because I'm still noticing, guys, I'm not up to speed. Right, I'm struggling to stay up. Yeah, it was definitely not the controller, it's the game. This truck does struggle at hills. As you note, there's a 50 zone. I'm not even getting near 50 right until you start hitting the apex. Now you probably go get up there. Of course, it's time is every time you go across the intersection, it reduces the speed down briefly. Then you're right back into it. So I don't see that as how real read out. Oh God, hope that ain't in every game. I'm curious to also see for on the road what the speeds are. That's another reason I want kilometers to see what the speed limit is on here and what it is on there to see if there is a difference in towns. Truthfully, oh, let's see, it's like 20 or something like that. And miles per hour on here. That's get 30, 35, some of the miles per hour most places. School zones are a little bit slower, but I don't drive, so I don't really pay attention much. But I just don't have a real reason to. I don't have a car. Can't afford one. It's interesting I can't afford one. It's more to keep right. The insurance, all that stuff. That in case of crap. You know. Wait a man sticks you, man. This hill is the same way though, coming back from here. You come from this one side the same way. Again, you're not picked up enough speed. Any of them really are like that. If you haven't picked up the speed, good luck. I mean, I probably would try to giggle on one time. Again, I use sense about that. I don't think I would try one for box truck. Sure, there's gotta be a trailer under this. No, of course I was watching the truck today. I didn't have a giggle on it, to be honest. I had a shorter trailer, but it did have a dolly on the front of that trailer, the back trailer. I think it was a fixed one that turned to a actually, it's in something similar construction, similar to the last few days. I'm looking at seeing flatbeds, of course, like you got in that game. One had a forklift on the back, the other one actually had a crane on the back. But the crane was at the front of that, not the back of it. Oh, why? Oh, yeah, I should get that way. How's it going? This game. Only thing I really wish these games were incorporated. I get it, probably have air conditioning or whatever, depending on what you need, but truthfully, I just really wish I could open that window. It's just a little feature, right? I admit I feel the same way on GTA. Anything I play that don't have that feature. For instance, I got a chance to drive a convertible on the games. I don't care if it's poured out rain. I'm usually driving a convertible, right? I love driving the convertibles because I gotta feel it's like I don't know if it's not claustrophobic or something like that. It's just I hate feeling cooped up, right? I love that open air, that fresh air. It's like, I guess maybe someone got used to it. My dad, he always had his window down. I mean, when it was freezing out, when we were traveling, I don't think he did. We used to be able to, he was smoking, then he would have the window cracked so he could, you know, yeah, so smoke didn't build up. Yes, this was back before everyone knew everything. Again, that sun, though, it's one of those little details. Again, I don't complain because that little detail is not as important, let's say, as some of the other stuff are rare, and then work on, like, a map. Again, getting this patch out for us. Again, I don't know, that is truly on Sony and Microsoft, and though I've begun to wonder what the hell's going on. Is why the hell are they giving them grief? They have so many patches. The games, that's other games. Every day when there's a patch, I think, oh, great, finally. Of course, the last one was Star Trek Online. I didn't even realize we had a new season of the new stuff, and I've been waiting for its money draw, so I'll probably bring that tomorrow. Okay, just try to gauge cruise control again because I accidentally went out and I did not take. Hopefully I can get back to my camp because I really hate sleeping over here, guys. I shouldn't say hate, I just sort of do it by camp because there's fuel over there too. Some fuel stop here. See, once again, don't quite look like this. That's what made me wonder if it could. I mean, it could. Without the wall there, it could be very similar, but that's the thing, the wall. So it made me wonder. I hope it's not just. And God, I think that would really be a breaking point for a lot of people if it were just like. You know how they did the character models. Okay, now they're going to do that with the town, or like their towns and stuff. Like, okay, just what you really want, right? No. You really have not. I really want is a map expansion. Or, it's interesting though if it's a new map entirely. That's more than an expansion. Dog would brings up a lot of interesting features, right? If it is a new map entirely, is one. Do we got the option of moving between them, which I would hope. I mean, we could plenty of time in here. Job's done. Looks awfully dead for a party. The guy called me. He wanted 100 oysters, not 100 cases of oysters. Do you need me to take them back for you? Nope, looks like they'll be eating oysters for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. LOL, more likely for an entire month. Yeah, corny dough a little bit good, but it's not bad. It's just... Still, you complain I was dead for a party, you get 100. That's... sounds like a party. I mean, maybe it does seem awfully dead for a party. It's like, there's supposed to be a party, right? Maybe that's a COVID party. Can't have as many people there. That makes sense. So I should just... Oh god, I don't get started on detail. I'm just frustrated all the stores I'm going into last, like today I had to go shopping, right? I had to, because I live week by week, but it's frustrating as hell when the signs on the doors say you're supposed to wear a mask. Guess so many people don't. I watched it. I literally watched it going to Dollar Tree, and there are people, there are employees inside. They're supposed to wear masks. No, I'm not saying employees ain't wearing their masks. Don't read that into that, okay? They were. Problem was these people ahead of me weren't. The 3 or 4 people went for the door, and no one said anything. Same with Safewood. People when they're not wearing masks, no one says anything. What's the point of even having a sign up? Because it's required. Well, you're also required that they wear masks. Enforce it. I wear mine. I'm gonna wear mine. I met yesterday. I was waiting in line at a place. I actually forgot. I was actually so damn tired. I just feel like, oh crap. I had to apologize. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You know, because I'm usually one of the first to put mine on. I've just totally spaced. Like, oh yeah. Forgot all about it. Okay, come on. You may notice I don't like going too fast. And for here's another reason. I know that light's coming up. Right. What's the point of getting too fast? Oh, hell. Near 60. So I do know it's 50 for a road I want to be. It's weird. I know it's 80. Don't want to scroll up. Safe driver. Really shot that one came up. My truck's like, are you sure about this? It don't look like it'll be a safe driver. You should look at my dents. Oh, just friends now, you know, what am I talking about? There's impeachment. Of course it's on Wednesday. Some of my shows probably ain't on tonight either. I'm looking real good. Probably do Andre next for this. You know, got this job. Come on, lad, you need to go green. I'm on 3 bars over here. It will be nice to actually see that with how long. Because obviously, once I get down within an hour, I'm going to be lucky. Hopefully, between 2 hours and an hour, when I'm getting closer, need to pull over. I'll probably go first rest stop I see is place that you can do it at. I'll pull in on there. Where it's safe to pull in at, I would pull in. Unless they got big shoulders. So that's where I'm always used to being at. Would be to pull over to the side of the road. Put your hazards on, obviously. Also, I don't know if they would have them, but I know drivers here put them out. There's the triangle. They'll put that in behind their truck as well, to let you know that they're pulled over. But it seems to me there is one issue. I really don't know if bringing this up is. But please tell me they're sleeping more than 4 hours. That's because that's what your sleep on here is. You sleep for 4 hours. I'm curious what it's gone on the road, because this don't seem long enough to me. This is like 6 would be a lead, would be the minimum you would need, or you know, would actually need it. To me, that seems like I mean, last night I don't know if I got 4 hours, but then again, I'm not behind the wheel of a big truck either. Almost got this tribute to Brody Lee. I keep hitting the little fat guys, so I'm tired. But yeah, Brody Lee, which was called Big Rig Trucking, right? He attributed to Mr. John Huber, aka Brody Lee, Luke Harper, if you will. That was one of his early guys, was Big Rig. But Prima Logistics is, again, a name that is on your truck or on the road. Being, who knows when mod support will come for that for console or if ever. And being that that's not even cool, but I admit they do have console support for SnowRunner now, but it's not. It's like seems to be limited where you can use it. So it's not the best. Again, I don't mind if they ever did this to put in parking brake is removed down from being your engine, because you have it on this menu. I'd rather have parking brake there, honestly. You know what I mean? Because there's times you need. There's limited spaces you really do need it, but there are spaces you kind of need a parking brake. Most notably, it's a yard here that's I could go because they'll cater to me. That's one, like I said, this AI in this game is really, what from one of the worstest AI systems in the world to actually be one of the best AIs out there. That's saying a lot. So this game, one, let's face it, they'll admit it themselves. They on this game was horrendous. Now it's actually not that bad. I've actually not got a problem with AI. Took them a lot to fix it. So when I hear they're looking at that, need trucks, full trucks to the game, it's kind of scary. Because we're actually now best it's been, and one of the better ones out there. Do we really want them to have more vehicles? But yeah, the map, again, I'm looking at these towns. Every time I go for a town, I'm looking at them to see what these towns, I mean, it should say screenshot, clip, whatever you want to call it. I say it's a map expansion. That is, then they talked about that is something they have planned for this year. Now, they're already showing clips. How close is this map expansion to being released? And this is go have a cost. There's the thing we don't know. I don't mind that as I get it, you need the money to keep the support, putting it into the game. There are other games I would love to see on console. Hammerhelm comes to mind, or whatever that's called. That looks like a fun game. I admit, when it first came out, I was like, that looks boring. Now more of a keyboard shortcut, like, I wish they'd put that on. Oh, this is my yard. Should be the yard. I'll look at the comment here in a second. Sorry after having them all, but I got tired of the spam talk, right? That was on. Kept popping up. Sims got to the point I had to turn it off because it was people arguing if they wanted to fight, whatever. You just call for whatever. I'm here to have fun. We're not here to listen to people bicker. My poor truck just had a big. That side don't look too bad. Boy, the rest of howdy. Okay, let's have a look at this. Give me a second. Map? Yeah, the map ain't the biggest. It'll be the first time. But they are, again, the map they're showing does not look like, they not showed the map. They've only showed this type of stuff, but it does not look like what's here now. It makes me wonder if it's a new area entirely. I've got a simple job to start with, a truckload of bricks and mortar, so I'm hoping it is a new map. To be taken to we're currently building some new houses right here in what? No, you're building them down in Western Haven. This isn't even Western. That's in the send out directions. Thanks. I'll be off then. I mean, if you compare, I should say the map ain't that big. No problem. If you compare it to, let's say, Other truck. See. Okay, what is wrong? What the hell? They got an issue, sorry. I can't even go to, I don't want to, but I got stuck in the conversation. I guess you could put on a, do need repair. I think I'll still put on one more, almost caught it Eagle Talon trucking, too. And put on one more paint scheme. They, oh, I don't know, that one says purchase, that was just, so they haven't got that in. Forgot, I'm gonna go to the ones I haven't used, so that is 66. I don't mind. Again, I'm American, so putting American paint scheme on makes sense to me. Again, though, you get tired of your paint. I mean, this saves you money because once you have, if you have that DLC, you don't have to pay for, let's say, painting your truck, which does start out anyway, especially when you go through. You gotta buy it. Job. I'm afraid. Yeah, well, next time, how about you continue the conversation, not cut off, man? That's kind of rude on your part. Then you blame me. So I guess that's where your tackle card would be, is up there. That's gonna be a system go to get you. You can make it if you don't want to pull over every 50 minutes to an hour. I mean, seriously, that's supposed to be 9 hours of driving, though. I honestly thought it would be 12 hours. That kind of threw me. I didn't know it was only 9 hours you could drive. I'm not as familiar with the system, but I would think 12 would be more accurate. I mean, I did see, God, I cannot remember his name. I used to know because it used to be on, but now it's not really a show, but I got it worked on Ice Road. He worked at Polar Bear first, then he went to Polar Bear's company, then he went to Polar, where he's been working. Kind of a goof off, I think, in the beginning. It got better as it went along, but became one of the more reliable drivers, actually. But yeah, he got caught with it, having a double logbook, which a lot of drivers do use. So I'm curious if that's system in America. So that would actually prevent that. They have a way to monitor that stuff like that. You have to use a card system, electronic wise. Probably every time you pass a way station in America, if you're trying to get away. Oh, I've got to remember, I'm so used to it being 50 here because I use miles per hour. I'm trying to get used to kilometers because I don't know if on the roads go have that where you can switch it. So I'm trying to get used to using the metric system, which I admit I'm not familiar with. And yeah, I know I could put points toward a motion to get more money, but I don't know why I would when I'm not going to be in this truck once I get the quest. Okay, so look at this. Sorry. No. Truthfully though, it darn damn even looked at it. I don't know why they wanted it, but I guess it would be nice to have more than one truck on the road. But I think their solo reason, they don't have companies on this either, so it don't make it really need multiplayer except to have more drivers out there. There's times I'll pull into these, you know, you're pulling into, oh man, it's light. Seems longer than today. But yeah, it took a long time for this to get busted. And those doing little box trucks out there. But yeah, more on that in a second once I get this cruise control adjusted. Yeah, they're like if you pull in, like you turn into your company, you know, where you go get your job from. Let's face it, you go in there to get a job. You know, you don't have to worry because there's no other vehicles going in there. Which at times is not too bad, but there are places where it looks ridiculous what the AI is doing. Spy Spins is the best example. Because I know there's not multiplayer on the road yet either, but they're at least looking into it. Which this game's got a lot of potential still. Again, they're still. It's only been out a little over a year now. I think it came out October 2019, October, November that year. So technically, it's been out the same length as on the road if you look at it for what platforms they're on. It has been out the same length, but they are doing a map. Again, something to do with the map. They talked about it before, and when they mentioned that, then they even said not exactly in regards to, because there's locations on the map it looks like you could be expanded upon. They said not exactly, so at that time it made me think they're going to something else with it. And looking at the map compared to what we got now, or not the map, looking at what they show, which is a city, one city, it don't look the same. That's what they got out here right now. So it leads me to believe it's just some other location. If that's the case, you'll go out obviously more missions to do as well. Because they go together now. But is America closest it could be is right here, like this right here. I don't see that because that don't make sense for a desktop data. I'm pretty sure it's not that. Like it's not just say, oh, let's do more on the upgrade the graphics, right? That wouldn't make sense at all. Of the town. I mean, they did it with the characters that you interact with, which okay, that's pretty cool. That they now don't look cartoony; they look realistic, which I wish they do the avatars now. Make some those. But yeah, it want to make sense for like it don't look like this part. It looks again. I want to say America, but I don't know. But they're doing America. You gotta think if they're doing an American map, they would have to be bringing in trucks as well. Because, well, if I'm driving America, I want to be driving an American truck, right? Now, I don't expect them to use real brands any more than they did with these. And why they didn't, they've said it, the customization features, or the damage. So you know how my truck looked there. That's the thing, most of these manufacturers, they don't want to see when they give you okay to use their product in a game. They don't want to see their things all banged up and all. Now, truck driver being, I mean not truck driver, the plane truck, snow runner being an exception. Obviously they must have somewhat permission on there for what they're, of course they're using older vehicles too. Newer ones. Oh, it's kind of why I got Construction Simulator 2 over free, because it does have American trucks, which I admit I want to drive. Even though I see trucks out there from other nations, even now when I'm walking around, I'm seeing like it's Isuzu. I say those all the time. Like once I get to Andres, I really gotta go take the bathroom. Luckily he's got a porta potty over there. I'm a luck because it's structured similar. I like it because it's not just, hey, like a SnowRunner, you're just delivering the stuff from point A to point B. It's more than that. You actually got to put in the legwork, which I admit I don't mind on SnowRunner. Don't say it. I'm criticizing. I love SnowRunner. So it's nice fun, a little switch to that. You got to actually put in the work. Like you deliver the lumber and all to the place where then you got to start building a house. Frustrating at times, like buying an big ass excavator, thinking, oh, this is going to solve a lot of my problems. Didn't having a job where you really going to need your backhoe because that thing is too big for it. Literally, it's way too big for the job. Yeah. Also, I don't like the track vehicles. I really don't on there because the way they do them, so you gotta use your brake and your L2 and R2, and there's no reverse function on them. So once I get down here, I'm just gonna skip this conversation because we had it before. I don't know. That's an issue that's starting to develop. I've seen it with Sven before too. His did something like that to me as well, except on that one, it like, I forget what happened, but it was rushed or something. Or sometimes you won't see this. You won't see that rotating there. But the jaw, if you hit X, it will be there. Or whatever similar button. I can't remember. I used to have Xbox. Or triangle. I think it is X actually on the Xbox. Or A or whatever. So again, I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, for me with this game, it's just good things coming to those away. Yeah, keep in mind it is again only been out a little over a year, so you got lucky in that regards. I think everyone wants to compare it to the big games that's been out for what 10 years or whatever, like whatever it's been for Euro. That's really unfair on any game to compare it. I mean, I've seen people who played early or Euro Truck, and well, there was some issues. But can't expect the map to be that large right from the start, right? It's going to take time. And again, they had a lot of issues because they did change developers. And that led to a lot of issues with AI, which they've had to fix for. That took a long time to get fixed, AI. But now it's actually the fact that AI actually will respond to you. If I could get out here, maybe I could show this. See how he's stopping? Okay, I don't have a signal on, so I feel good. Oh, I think I've cut the corner. Okay, you go on. It's my fault. I shouldn't do that. I was just trying to show my viewer something there. Go on. Oh, I'm too far forward. I can't see. I can see headlights, but that's all. But you see, they did respond to me pointing out there. Which that is a very good AI system that's in place now. I admit, this took a long time to fix, guys. In fact, when you see it, there is a tractor in the game. They actually had that before when you go to a lot of when they let AI. I guess maybe that was a problem, because they actually took that out of the game for a long time. But they since re-added it. In fact, the recent AI additions and affected AI traffic. So yeah, for a while the AI traffic did have two colors. I think it was white and red only. But they fixed it, so it's pretty cool. But again, yeah, I mean, to compare this, keep in mind, we have, I can't believe they even went to PC, but yeah, this game is actually on PC, I think now. I really don't know what they were thinking. Because I'm going to say it, I've seen the footage. A year-old American truck by far kicks the let's just use the term Cobra Cut has. And, well, Daniel Lewis has kicks the competition, right? Yeah. You're not, yeah, it's a nice thought, but you're not, that's the market you're competing with. Watch a lot of Shark Tank say, I'm out, because you're trying to get a very tight market there, and you gotta deliver. Switch, on the other hand, I think this is a perfect marriage. It's a perfect marriage. This game on Switch, and let's face it, that's a good idea. But even console, because this is the only, at the moment, come February 11th, and yes, I'm going to be putting my money back next month so I get the game when it comes out. Hopefully there'll be I don't think there's pre-order for PS4 for on the road. There's also selling, this has it, but they don't. On Xbox is having a physical copy. From what I understand, there's no physical copy of the game for Xbox, which I like Bus Simulator, which are not the same company. The only fear I got, and I'm keep bringing this up, and that's my fear on the road, is it's the same. Forgive its publisher or developer that just did Autobahn Police Simulator 2. That's a worry to me, guys. And why? It's because they've abandoned that game. I made the delivery nice in time, the foreman said. Yeah, you're gonna need them bricks. Say, I've got more goods to haul here, so if you're interested. On the way back now, sir. But yeah, I don't mind. I'll probably drive to Sabai, because I'm not going to take a risk and make another delivery. Oh crap. Sorry, just over to my sword, Mr. Coming up over the top. Hands all sticking on there. Wait, no, that's, yeah. Okay, guys, manual gear. That's another issue they need to fix. It's seriously the manual gear phase. Probably because I don't really drive manual trucks too much on this. I mean, I will. If I don't think you do get this like with emotion. I think I'll have to see on that when I unlock them. But sorry about those speeding. Feel bad. So yeah, I'll go over to Sabah to get some rest. So I wonder what that is in hours on the sleep. That's more than a little over halfway, but it's not really that far down. We've been some areas, but next haul, where is that to? Bykant? Or Sabah? I can't remember. But that's, or even, it may even be Austria even, which is a pretty good drive, guys. So I don't know if I want to try to drive that far with that stamina. I mean, actually I could, because I could, why not? If I pick up the load there, here, it's not a problem. Because I would pick up the load here and I could actually drive it to Sabah. I mean, I could drive into Bykant and still rest if I need to. Once I get over there. So that's not a problem. Oh, I feel bad. Hopefully no one was coming. I never remember just look right back there. I'm so bad about not looking right when I pull out sometimes, or not looking left, depending on which direction I'm going. I always just look the direction I'm heading. A lot of times, like start out, or look into the lane I'm coming into. Well, in this case, I didn't. But from like this, sometimes I'll look at the lane right there by me, but never think to look in the other lane. I admit there's an issue with that right cam. I wish this mirror at times was the same size as that one, I admit. Or actually smaller, that it wouldn't like move with me, right? Because there's times it's actually frustrating. I don't remember where I picked this trailer up from. That's the problem I have here. I think you picked it. This is the glass dishes that you picked up here. I think it is one from maybe here. Yeah, it's glass. Hi again. Hey, are you capable of handling fragile goods? Oh, I'll break them on there. Quite capable. I transported lots of breakables before. Sure hope that isn't tough talk. I've got a huge stack of glass plates here. They need to be taken to Osterby. Oh, Osterby, duh. Trust me, I'll deliver them without so much as a scratch. Here is the thing on this little mission I really wish they'd add. And they have never added it. I wish they would. Is a, actually I do need that fuel. Yeah, if I had that look out the window feature, I'd actually use that to try. But when these yards are somewhat dark, so it does make it hard to do like from this view with just a mirror support. At night, it is really hard to see out the window. In a rain like this, even extra. So once I get to buy I'll judge. I just ain't that much further. You don't think I'm usually about this more. So I'd have to try to. I don't have to get back to my can. I usually do is I'll top off my fuel, even though I don't need that. That's the thing I'm curious about: how much fuel you use on that game on the road. Yeah. And because I hadn't been broadcasting this, I really want to put a lot of time in this today, guys. Try to get back to where it was. Again, I must accidentally delete and didn't realize it. I was trying to just get a fresh start at Sims, and now that I got so many packs on there, I wanted to do things right, start to get more off of me doing, like, for my series, I play for a series, I'm doing the honeymoon, all that real nice stuff. Even though I'm starting in a manner, I thought about that. You may see a second playthrough on that series to go, guys. It's me doing it one time. What's separate with going the hard route, starting off in the starter house, and basically, even though if you do it that way, if you go for the stories, right? Use a story to create your sim, you actually may get more money. I didn't realize that until I said determining starting funds on me. So, in this game, you get 5,000 to start with. So we've made, and it don't matter if dollars or euros, and that it's the same. Which I think got to be off, right? That's always the conversion rate. I've seen that in other games, so let's use the same system. Or you could transfer the same. Find out if it's nowhere actually. 7216, so it made total of 2,000. Well, minus repairs and minus fuel, which I have filled up a couple of times. So you have to at the start there. If I should see, there was a good example of a guy being like me and then looked to see that the hill. There's a big semi coming. Maybe I shouldn't cross. But it's rushed me. The fact that I did this. kilometers. They usually go about 500. Now, there's one road I go a lot further, and in fact, it's going to be worse than kilometers. Because it's 80 and the zone's on 120. But if you, I figured that 50 miles per hour, that's what I used to have it on, was miles per hour. But I wanted to do kilometers because it is a European area I'm in. I want to try to get used to driving with that, right? Yeah, and I figured that road is 120, but you want to put it about 80 because I learned this from miles per hour, so that's how I was learning it. Is when you're above that, you really get loose, really loose, guys. You start drifting into other lanes, and I never liked that. I don't know if it's like that with the wheel. I don't know, but I found out a way to counteract it. It's kind of ironic too, is if you're on that road, you actually come to another road that you do have to be at that speed, so that is the speed of it. What is it for here? 50. Yeah, okay, I just got that, so it should be okay, because I ain't got. I know what yard it's got to be going to. I wouldn't remember it anyway, but that yard is obviously one of the few. That's the one thing you'll know on the road. You'll know exactly where to. If you pay attention. Honestly, if I got a Giga trailer, you know what yard I'd probably want to go to? You know what I'd probably want to be delivering? Stop going to the gas stations. Why? It's pretty straightforward. I just said, you know, to me, the sense is you gotta have to, if you pay attention, why don't you, when you're pulling in, get as close as you can to that loading bay and poof, you know, try to do it straight like that. Of course, the problem is that trailer's so long, you can't really do that. It's so, like, you gotta have a building in front of you, you gotta have a wall. But ones that don't have that, you could probably get away with it. Depends on the loading bay too, which those fast food joints, which is at those convenience stores, don't have it. Of course, obviously, most people ain't thinking that way. You're thinking money, right? You know, let's go give them the best money. Again, I may get a Giga Try driver once, but more likely my other driver is gonna be driving it. But I've already stated I'm gonna be using man trucks, and why my reasoning. It's also why I'm trying to pick the central location for a town. I'm trying to think what our YouTubers will be doing, right, or people that do this. Mission accomplished. Oh, still in one piece. Hey, like I said, I gotta say driver. Really? Wow, thank you very much. You've proven to be a reliable driver. I tried to do his first free, now I'm gonna go back to you, Charlie. Told you so, Andre. We should do business more often. I think I gotta get to 15 or something like that, but there's a reason. Yeah, we really should. Come and see me anytime, okay? Okay, it makes sense now when I'm thinking about it. Will do. What I'm about to do, so it makes sense. Oh God, don't act up. I'm actually go put that total motion because because that would give me more money. I need the money for both the garage, if I'm driving no motion. But beat 2, that's not the first thing I need. Oh, need it for. I need it to get the money for the truck, which I think is 15, 17. Okay, it looks like the rain has stopped, but I don't like doing that when I'm on the road. On the roadie. But, oh, please don't let us on traffic. What? Oh, I could go? Thank you. Then you just gotta stop there like a retard. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I did not mean to say that word. I hate that word. Like an idiot there. But yeah, don't. What the hell? Bragging about this, and then there's AI does so many so stupid. I have never made it to bike camp. Fuel really ain't an issue though. It's not shouldn't be a problem. Yes, I'm nearly full. At least this game don't do that. Truthfully though, I wouldn't mind if they close their eyes, because it's like, hey, that's realistic, right? And if you're that tired, oh, you found an accident because you were an idiot, huh? You didn't want to pull over, huh? Hell, no, don't have to do it again. Right, that's realistic. You're falling asleep. Kind of like, you know, oh god, I hate it on Warriors. I miss, you know, that stone or drunk like state you get to on GTA or Rockstar games when you're got a little too much of something or another. Yeah, that effect. I admit I was irritated all the Warriors out of you when you happen to be in them like that, because Ajax, or you took something with him, you had to do it. And yeah, you had to rush back to the place, their base or something. I can't remember, it's been so long, so literally beat the game overnight. Could not go to sleep because my roommate, at the time, that roommate I had, he did not have his meds, and he couldn't sleep if he didn't have them. Guess you had to stay with him. Oh yeah, this guy. But I couldn't be, by the next morning when he took off to go get us, like, I still couldn't sleep like hell, but I gotta beat this game. It's up all night anyway. We got struck on one level and I mixed, but then fingers were tired. I wanted to running levels. There's the one running for the, God, I forget their name. The cue ball guys, the body types. That group. I like the ending though. We gotta use the riffs. Sorry, I got or riffs, whatever that term remember. Sorry, I gotta get a drink. I don't want to miss my green. But yeah, when you got used to it. What the hell is this guy's problem? You gonna go left, you gonna go right. Because you're putting on both signals. This guy, I guess this is going to be the Mr. Surprise which direction this guy's going to go, and this light is going green, right? Don't honk. It just turned green. Okay, he made a right. We weren't really sure which way he was going. I don't want to go. Oh, I gotta remember this. It's actually a little. That's why he had both going, because he was going to change. Okay, now he's changed lanes again. He's got to get back in this lane I'm in. And how I know that is that lane he's in is going in. If I can. That makes literally no sense. Why is by can this lane, the other lane they show Wester Haven? When that lane ends. That makes no sense. So if I go into Wester Haven, I gotta keep in this lane. It's raining again. Where's the condensation? Left window. No, it is definitely. That's the only thing I keep saying. I want to put that on L1, the radio menu, and why it's once that hopefully that'll come soon. The patch where you put the mapping patch. And more. Rumble strips. Yeah. Reverse light indicator, you know, the beep beep beep. Yeah, all this is supposed to be coming. Hopefully soon. Hopefully this month. I mean, it's been ready since last month, but that according to them, it's something to do with Sony and Microsoft. Just read it. If that's the case, you wonder. Well, if that's the case, if they got it for Switch and PC, it's kind of interesting they haven't put it out there yet. I get why you'd want Xbox and PlayStation be first because they've had the game the longest, but I mean, you're being delayed because of their companies put it on other game. I say put it on other platforms because you're having to wait anyway. I mean, what's the big deal? If that's truly the reason why it's being delayed, right? I mean, it's not your fault. If it's their fault, yeah. I don't know. Oh god, this tractor. Oh man, I do not know what the speed of these things are in kilometers. Probably screwed. So they have a go around and going around, otherwise I'm gonna get a ticket. No, because they're not in the game. That's the only thing I hate. There's no accountability for breaking the law. Oh yeah, there is. If you get caught, run a red light, there's accountability. Speed past the speed camera, there's accountability, but no accountability at all. Like what's happening? Like I got speeding anywhere else and get away with it. I think there's got to be a cop, you know, because if you do this, oh, I think it's the same on construction zones where you have to go past the camera, which is interesting. At least they got the red light. That's what someone on the road doesn't have. You can run red lights all day long and you won't get busted for it. Oh yeah, I think it's bus similar. You get over a speed. I got details about a few. Going the distance is the one to vibe. Good to see you. We're currently receiving building orders from customers much further away. That's great news. I got ample experience with long hauls. Really? Well, so happens I've got some cargo that needs to be taken to Vike as soon as possible. It will be my pleasure to take it there for you. You pick up the trailer at our storage depot. Already on my way. Of course, there is parts of the map never see used. I don't know where I'm getting to go point out right now where. Right for here. There's no real reason to use this road right for here. At least right for here. You may use it, you go there once, but you may go for here more. But probably not. There's no road needed, there's no roads go over there. Why would I go over there? I guess if you're just driving around to build up your skill with passives or whatever, I guess there may be. You're not your passives, your skills. I've been there, done that. Or like before, or not with a load. Wanted to know what happened if you're on gas or fall asleep, right? You just get teleported to the nearest gas station or rest stop. But if you got a load, of course you fail. You all fail the mission, so dumb. Or if you worse, been there, done that, and not my own fault. Crash out or damaged out, well, wasn't on my own fault because it was when the game was really acting up. You couldn't repair your engines, and well, engine crash. Come on out on me. That actually was during those days when they said they got unplayable. Because you couldn't fix your engine, and you were limited how many, and it was each brand of truck. So, right now, oh, damn, I saw my cruise control. I hope they have cruise control on it. Oh, this feature, don't know if that messes me up still or not, guys. I hate when it happens right now. Yes, it does. Damn it. I hate when it happens right after I set that cruise control. I don't know what caused that. That's been an issue for a while. But graphically, and there is people that don't like this game, and they will say still one of the best features of the game is the sunset. And I admit it is done. They do a really good job with it. When you get to see it, just say, If it's raining, obviously you don't really get to see the sunset, so... But they really do a good job with that. The fact they have, I hear the feature is supposed to be coming out next month simulator, I hope. Something I've been wanting on shorts dynamic water, but I don't have to pick that. Hopefully dynamic time of day too, because that would be nice. You know, where you're, because if you start a route, now depending on how long the route is, you shouldn't be like, if I start in the morning, for instance, a dawn route, I shouldn't be finishing the route in the dawn. It should be morning or at least, or mid maybe, depending on one of my super routes as I call them. Should be more like probably afternoon. As long as 2 hours or more real time should be about, probably fair in most games, about 12 hours. Hell, maybe maybe all day. Long route. Well, super route is doing all of them. All the routes you got unlocked, all the stops you got unlocked. Once again, it never fails on this sand. I think that's what it is that or plywood. Either way, you should have a tarp over this load. If it's plywood, you really should have a tarp over this load. I think I can connect. Oh, I want to say that then I'm thinking, yeah, it's fresh real cool. Remember back when this load was, this trailer's broken. Yeah, I was wondering, aren't there any construction companies in Vike? Have you ever been there? To call it a hamlet would be the next gross exaggeration. It ain't that big, oh man. What about companies in the vicinity? Yeah, well, there's the one in Osterhaven, but it doesn't surprise me. Our customers prefer doing business with us. Does smell a bit of robbery here? Why did you go and put a smile on our clients' faces first? Didn't mean to strike a nerve, Andre. My bad. It's a personal touch with this game. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea, the stories and stuff. Funny, some people used to like that, now they don't. The same. This is one of those I always forget to look right. There's also no accountability though if you hit someone. I think that should be in the game too. Like you hit someone, but similar. I mean, there's how many people really watch how they're driving and still hit them? Oh yeah, I'm looking at you, mister. If I pay attention, then you decide you go double back on me. Or you're in a longer bus, and of course the person walks right into your bus. Like, come on. I get. Okay. Okay, it must have been the hill. So you noticed the trailer there. I was struggling. I did try. I thought it was an cruiser, so I hit it again. I put me in cruiser control, so it obviously was an issue there. But that was a good example of the load. Actually, some people will sit us on the game. You do not notice the load behind you on the hill. I'll say BS. It does depend on what truck you're driving. I admit, this truck you do notice this, guys. The engine, you notice it. Now here, oh, let's see what the delay is. Oh, we don't let this be all the way to by Kant, this line. I don't know if I'll be able to pass to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles. That'd be a long line to go through. I can take overtake. I'm not overtaking about the hill though. On this, please don't. You all don't. Please turn right. Turn right. No, can convince you to turn right. Y'all go turn left. No, verticals. 1, 2, please. 3, 4. Thank God, it's only the tractor. Let's go be a wall further. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, let's go be a little wall, of course. Oh, what? Oh, don't make me brake on this hill. I'll go around this food first. I'm everyone up. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, just... Oh, Shasta Hill. Hello? She's unavailable tomorrow. Take a message. Okay. Okay, I'll let her know. Mm-hmm. Bye. Sherman Creek. What the hell is Sherman Creek? I mean, I know where Sherman Creek is. Okay, I just don't remember the doctor on Sherman Creek. That's what I guess we... Oh! Wait, it might be... No, I think that's Bo's Ferry. Sorry. Oh, the optometrist might be over on Sherman Creek. Oh, there. That when you thought, like here was an example was where I thought the map expansion would be like including. Of course, that would have been very big. They did one because there's not that much. Obviously, with a map expansion, though, again, you gotta figure map expansion or a separate map because again, you gotta figure. Logically speaking, that also means we'll get more contacts or more missions. Because what's the point of having a map and don't ever go to it? Right. That makes sense to nobody. I don't know what the speed is. So I'm trouble driving in kilometers. I don't know what the speed is, guys. I know what the speed limit is. Okay, that's not what I'm getting at. It's just I don't know what their speed limit is. Because miles per hour it's always 500, and obviously it's more than that because I was catching them. So it's obviously more than that, and it's got to be about 40 to 10 under or within that for kilometers. That's the gas station. Like, where's that water coming from? That's not water. Wasn't quite center. Again, it doesn't. It's not that hard to get your camera readjusted, though. I mean, I don't use a wheel, but still. But trying to get this, all I'm saying that the person I mentioned they need the wording to use. They badger a company to put it into. AKA they bully the company to put it into. Is that who? What company's gonna listen to you? Literally, that's your approach. Business-wise, what company's listening to you? You're not. It's not. That's not proper etiquette, is it? There's a way to do things, and not badgering. It's not the way to do it. Talking to it reasonably, that's the way you do it. If you want something. Now, because there were features of this game, the guy wanted to add something to get out of like, oh, actually, I've been, where is it here? I gotta check something, guys, sorry. If they're not checking that. Stop and go braking is on. I'm making sure that was on. That's one of those features he wanted on. That and having to turn off your engine. During the great engine controversy of 2020. You couldn't repair your engines. Actually, that feature was making me frustrated. But yeah, that's some of the stuff you wanted in. Now, I hope he didn't do the same thing that listed, because that's really... I look at it as don't give in to terrorist demands, right? Cookies, badger, you don't give in to a person like that. Whatever you do. That's not good business practice. He's also giving grief about he don't even play the game anymore. He gives them grief because they put out those paint jobs. Again, I like them because it's a few bucks. It's not a lot. I mean, it's optional, so it's no big deal if you to get them or not. But to me, I've learned an advantage to them is in game. If you don't want to keep painting your truck because you're tired of what it looks like, or maybe you just want a different color or whatever, well, if you're saving up for something, like right now I'm saving up for another truck because I'm trying to get certain trophies, or later on I'll be saving up for garages. Now I've already got an expense, aka the fuel. Between the fuel, time to get up to 60, I'm almost at bloody ass there. But yeah, I'm saving up for the truck, then the garage. So I got fuel, I got repairs. The last thing I need is also to paint the truck. On top of that, these skins are free. And usually how I do is when I go to a garage or each broadcast, I'll have a different skin. Now I'm trying to work from right to left now because I did a lot of ones to the left, but I haven't did a lot of ones to the right. I popped up twice. I personally like this game though, and I'll be the first to say does it got stuff you want? Yes, if you've been playing it for a while, a newer player. I was personally hoping a map expansion should be going up there into those mountains. So really want to do that type of thing. Of course, that brings its own little detail. You would have to have like a chain there, like place the chain up and everything, right? That's another thing I'm thinking. On the road, I don't think has. And it's really irksome because I know Germany gets snow, guys. So they don't have snow. How realistic is it? Just saying. No parts of Germany's gotta get snow. That's where it's at. Wish I knew more because I found I got. I had family that come from Germany. I still never got to meet him. It was my grandfather on my mother's side. I never got to meet him. But he was from Germany. Go, asshole. Piss off, you wanker. You kind of do and you kind of don't. I'm go state this, all this as well. It's interesting. I'm wording the way of doing it. You kind of want companies on here and you want employees. You kind of don't. Let's just say I want a company on here, like my own company, where I could do my own company. I don't know if I want employees. Why do I say it like that? Oh, come on, I haven't had a freaking anything but 100 yet. I'm not sell it. Look at that load, man. It's all swept. Can't believe it's watching Simpsons doing it. That came out of his homeless mouth, and then no one likes that. Soggy bread. Who the hell is soggy bread? Ugh. Disgusting. This sounds soggy bread. I've been there trying. Oh, let's see if it'll be a tricky one. Oh, it's how far over am I? No time. I could get this. I got to go over a little more like that. God, I can't remember his name again. I can't remember his name. That does this stuff for him. This has worked so easy in this parking. But yeah, I wish they had the option. Like, if you're a skilled driver, like a very skilled with this, like you kind of want to shout more of a shout. Hey Andre, I made the delivery. Bike is indeed quaint and picturesque. That's one way of putting it. See, I didn't mean to be rude back there when you start talking about rivalry. Oh, that's alright. No, it's not. You hit the mark. Actually, I got a couple of reasons. Issues with the construction company in Osterhaven. Thought as much. Doesn't bother me, man. I'll tell you more about it later. Oh, okay. I'm sure you and I will be seeing more of each other. That'd be nice. Gotta admit, you made me a bit curious. Wait, that's right. This is 4. I just check something. I think it's 4 loads. It is. I judge it by another. Where the next person would be is over here. She's not in gold. Oh wait, technically the mission is. Well, it is. So I'll check that real fast. I'll come. Oh hey. I think it's 4. Yes. So I'll drive into my camp. Oh. Ah man, that made me feel bad there. I'm driving without my headlights on in the rain. Oh, that's not me. I don't do that. Hell, even though I guess because there's a challenge on Construction Simulator, if you work all night, you don't have your lights on, or driving's part of that. You get a challenge to see, but they don't make me feel but dude on busting one time and dirty. Hey, turn your lights on. There fellas this old lady that gets ready to bust us. Oh, there's times when I don't really want to just murder all the pieces. But man, I said, oh god, the pedestrians on that game. That's the beginner, but doing stuff lately that's been frustrating. Luckily, finally I opened up the airport area, so I'm happy. That's gonna take a long time. Oh wait, I take that back. It depends what it starts out to get it up to level 25. I think I've been working on the one I'm on now. You got to get your bus stops up to a certain level. But they start close to it, so it's not taking as long as I thought it would. I definitely got the buses on the drivers for it. Got almost 40 buses, or got 40 buses, something like that, and driver, or one less driver than I do buses, because obviously I'm driving one. But that game's got to the point that it's also getting where it's kind of getting monotonous, because it's like, well, I'm rich. Got $4 to $5 million. I mean, I'm getting about $1 million each week or whatever, so what my drivers are bringing in. So that was the issue with this. You get had more employees. Yeah, you get there. Kind of what I'm noticing with on the road, honestly, is you're gonna get there, and that game is more limited than this. What you're buying, if they don't bring more vehicles and all that stuff, that game is gonna get very. That's where it's sure it could get very boring quickly. I mean, it does take a while, a minute to get everything. Because the garage is 20,000 a piece. Of course, that's 40,000. You got 2 of them. But the trucks ain't. They're not overly priced by far. But again, you don't really need it on this. It's hell, I need a grind, right? So I don't know how soon I'd get a second driver right on that game. So I don't want it too soon. It's really. Do I have a second either box truck or tractor trailer ride? I want it for like the first ones, just in case I want to switch out and stuff. Then also, I don't know what the prices are gonna run. Now, obviously they got plans. I would hope, being it's Germany base, you would think they'd lease that. Of course, I don't know how hard it is to get the mag licensing, right, to use those vehicles. You'd think they'd lease. At least would put in Mercedes trucks. Because, I mean, it makes sense to me. But my reasoning for using it, man, obviously I think everyone's gonna be using Scania. The majority of people who do this, you know, stream, broadcast, whatever, they're gonna be using Scania. Let's face it, they're gonna use Scania. That's not me. I don't like. Also, it's like if I only got 2 trucks, companies to choose from, I started at Scania. What the hell am I working for after all? Scania and MAN. I would think Scania is probably better. I really don't know. If it was here, American Trucks, yeah, I would know the answer. I would know the answer by far. In my mind, it's by far, it's Kenworth. Okay, I won't know what to turn the lights on. There's rain. Being a midnight mode anyway. But yeah, I would think, to me, it's Kenworth. Would be the truck. That's my truck of choice for, company of choice for America trucks. Don't get me wrong, Peterbilt are great too. Tell you how little I know about trucks though anymore in this country. I didn't know Max now put out the snout. What I call snout nose, which is the long nose trucks, and not just like this, you know, the what I call snub nose. Yeah. Just, you know, that windscreen, and there's nothing between you and if you're in a head-on collision, there ain't nothing stopping you from going out those things. Set the seatbelt, you better be worried. Okay. I say watch and see. For me, I enjoy it, but I know there's others. It's doing a comparison with on the road now. I'm going to really say I think on the road, from what I understand, it's going to be about $5 to $10 cheaper, depending on where you're living. So there's that. This game does, unless they've changed it. When I got it was 40. You can find it off the sale though. The problem is they haven't updated the missions, and this is your map for now. It looks like they're doing something with that. It doesn't take long to get around. It doesn't take long to get through all the missions. But to be truthfully honest, this is the way I look at it. So take it what it is. Yeah, you don't take long to get through the missions, but truthfully, it has missions. Whereas most trucking games, as you know, you just pick from a list of items. That now you do get the cargo hauls, which allow you, it will randomize it, and you won't know it when you pick up until you accept one. What you're actually I could do run now, show you what I mean. You'll get a random load and a random location where you're going, but you don't know what it's going to be until you accept it. These are short, range from short, medium, and long, and of course it takes more. Oh, I gotta do one more. Actually, I don't know if I can do it for him. So I do have a fourth job to do for him. But yeah, you get the random loads, which basically that's gonna be mostly. Now there is, what I understand, I think they said they're hoping this year, looking at this year, they're showing on their YouTube channel Sandusco Time, what they call Sandusco Time. That's a weekly thing on Mondays. They showed a clip. It's a very brief clip, and it's only one location, but they did show it's either a new town being added or a new map, brand new map or something that they're adding. So it's hopefully, obviously I don't want to put much out there because I don't know much on it yet. They're being really tight-lipped on it. I understand it on that. You don't want to put time frame to anything because they're supposed to have a new patch, and we've been waiting over a month. It's supposed to be, essentially they've had it done. They keep saying it's Sony and Microsoft having something about patch slots or something. I've never heard of it before, but so hopefully, kind of he's got cargo doors. If I could show you this one, what I'm talking about. No, I gotta do one more for him. Okay. Well, it was bound to happen one day. Sorry, what do you mean? First it was Osterby and Vike, and now we've also got contracts in Norden and Osterhaven. This would be a good example of how long it takes to get over there. You want me to go there, but wasn't there a rival company in Osterhaven? Right you are, and to make matters worse, my twin sister is their construction site manager. You don't say. I can see why that makes things somewhat complicated. Yeah, I love Iona to bits, so I simply can't understand what she's fraternizing with the enemy. That's probably a bit strong, isn't it? I'll wait till you hear more, but could you please take the trailer to Norman for me first? I said Osterhaven. That's a pickup. Yeah, I'd like to do a pickup there after delivery in Norden, that is. Okay then, how about 2 trailers for the price of 3? Hello, Andre? Yeah, good luck. It's not bad pay though. There is features though, again. These dark lots sure make this hard to do any other way. Trying to do this in first person is when it's dark. It's hard enough doing it in daylight. So I guess that's a great example. Okay, looks like the rain stopped. Excuse me. But yeah, it's again. I take it. It's once you're done with these, it is a story in that way. But once you run out of those, there's roughly 6 to 8 per contact, and there's, well, let's say 1, 2, 3, 6 contacts. So that's how many missions so you get those cargo hauls. This one here, all of his cargo hauls and all his jobs are all timed. You do get timed ones for other people. This woman here, she'll have one that's really tricky if you don't do it right. You barely have time to complete it as it is. But it's probably the trickiest load on this whole game. I feel is if you don't do it right, you probably go fail that mission, because I've learned you hit for the second trailer, you'll get. It don't start off as a time mission until you get that second trailer. It's trying to take you to the same spot, and that's the wrong location. You're actually supposed to deliver it down to Westerhaven, which is a lot further away than where it's taking you. But if you don't back the trailer up the whole road, it's such a tiny spot, you're not probably going to finish in time. I'm trying to turn around. I've tried it. There's like no room up there. Consider you also got your first trailers there. So I wish there's times that cruiser road does not feel like it's engaging when I push the button. What time is it? 5:20 something. So time to get to the light out. Probably have to turn off the lights. But yeah, it does look like there's a. Again, don't know how far. They've only shown a little bit, and they're not. Again, they're not talking on what that's bringing, but it does look to me like the map. What they're showing in that clip does not look like previous construction areas. So, looking at that way, that means it's either it's a new location than where we're at here. Which could be still Europe. I mean, it could be like UK or something. Of course, there's a reason why I want to think it's UK, because they kind of mentioned they didn't think their AI could handle a roundabout. That's a company to be completely honest, right? They don't think their AI could handle it. I will give them that. They're honest. I mean, they do have some DLC right now. There is one free DLC, which is their damage system, which is what you send to the truck ahead, and it's also got 3 hidden places. It's not much to those, but that 2 are the same. Not the same location, just the same. They look the same. Then you have a castle, which looks pretty good. But the sad thing is, it's just being honest, they've got places on this map you never go to. Really, how I've pointed out, there's no reason to go to them. There's just no. Okay, I'm heading northern, so I guess I could stay in this lane. Don't get too fast, even though that's only 50, and I bet, but why I don't like going too fast is just the light. But now keep in mind, the game has only been out a little over a year. Of course, if you've been playing it that long, unlike me, I don't know. This time I didn't mean to start fresh. The accident happened. Deleted my save files. I think because I was trying to do it on a different game. I wanted to start fresh on it. I deleted the wrong files or something. I was tired. Tired eyes and doing it does not make sense. But yeah, you'll get to a point. I mean, I don't know how long it would take you to make the 40,000 plus the price of all the trucks and all the upgrades to those trucks as well. Because there is, you got to do a lot of cargo holds. That's where a lot of it takes too, because you use the cargo holds to unlock your customization features. Of course, there's no brand name trucks. There's obviously a fictionalized country as well. Probably based around the Netherlands. That's where their home country is. So I would think this would be near there. Kind of look much like on the road. Or I'm afraid this guy's gonna pull out. I was gonna put that cruise control the way that guy was driving. I don't know he's gonna pull out in front of me there. But on the one thing, selling point, and I can't believe I'm saying this considering how horrendous it's been in the past. It's weird to say, but the one good thing, saving grace on it actually is they long time this game's biggest issue was the AI, but they've really improved it. That's instead of the next sign. I think it was that sign actually. That sign they have not fixed yet. Puts bike on the left and Northern on the right, but then you get up here, turn off for bike, and it's right. So if you go by that sign the first time you're playing, you will be having to get over there. Oh, I thought that's cute. Sunrise is actually pretty good too. Sunset's breathtaking, but sunrise is pretty breathtaking in itself. And that's one of the things it does have. They don't have snow, but they have the dynamic water system. But yeah, it doesn't take long to get about 20-30 minute drive, I think, to get from one side of the map to the other. They are adding a lot of features now. That could change how long it takes, because they're adding with this patch if it ever comes out. Hate to word it that way, but I'm starting to have doubts. Yeah, there's also a roadblock feature coming, which you will know about it before you get to one. So pop in the upper left of your screen. But if you don't care, because you notice there's no more speed cameras between here and where I'm headed. I could easily just like say screw it, I want to travel, and I often do when I'm working with David, the guy whose missions are all timed. Yeah, I'm often not caring what speed I'm driving. Obviously, you get some roads that won't really matter because just like it's like the Autobahn, I think. Oh, got a reason to go down to headquarters garage when new engine's available. Like that's the way you unlock certain features. When it's longer than a vehicle, you'll get those features too. I think need about, again, I think it's about 15 to 17,000 for the, which I usually do about 2 to 3,000 over that, because obviously this actually is one of the few roundabouts you see is right over there. I never use it because it's usually when I happen to use it, I'm on a timer, so I'm usually just doing U-way back here. Because I can't waste time. Of course, this route also, when the game was at its worst, was also a drive where you'd have to save. This game would crash about 2 or 3 times during this mission. The worst time. Oh, Andre, it's an empty. There are some fun jobs, so you will, when you're driving, they don't tell you what you're delivering. That's questionable material. Deliver the first trader northern into the enemy territory. You're sure right about that. They're coming down my twin sister source owned by my ex-wife's new lover. Oh boy. Oh, I should have turned off the lights now. Obviously to make these more. This job may be the exception that's coming for this game, really. But it would be nice if they had it, where you could, for a challenge, make them more difficult. One, if you had traffic, no. But if you had where they were reverse all the slots, because I admit that parking on this game ain't that challenging. For most deliveries, majority of them. Those reverse ones are the exception. Actually, speaking of the crashing, since did it somewhat recently, so more recently than even those problems. In that regard, I've seen once it came to about a 3 to 4 hour stream, it's probably right. That does crash still periodically. Not as often as it used to, though. Because I've had a few games that's happened on. Crap. Do I have... Or do I get it here? I don't remember. I have that, but again... Oh, yes. This is better. I just wanted to have this. Save money on fuel. The road I'm coming to is I think it's the auto. It's like the Autobahn, really, because it's the top speed of the trucks. I don't think I've had a truck go over the speed limit yet. But they talked about widening and included, okay, this is the road, I think. You see I put it at 70 something, and why is some of these roads, when you get to higher than 80 kilometers or 50 miles per hour, when you go into sharp turns, the vehicle will drift. I've noticed it. So I've learned to put it. It's even worse, but I don't got a trailer behind me. I hate this. It's really easy to get really fast, but I've had the trailer go completely sideways on me before. Like this section right through here. So you got this turn. And if you're above 80 or 50 miles, you'll go into those other lanes. But there's at least there's a good thing about being like this speed is, if this is a stretch, there's actually a section coming up where your speed's gonna be at one of them. Yes, definitely it's coming up, because there's that Could see what the Jeep sat out there, how it's going above you or below you. Why'd you do that? That jerk. Talking about this AI, we get that bonehead. And he's gonna be going under it now because it's the speed limit now, is this. Oh, tons of it. Oh, I guess it'll be in the middle then. Never noticed the door on the side before. On this side. We used to a door on the other side of them, but that side. That's an interesting space for a door on a bus. Like that, a double door? On the left? That's a weird spot for a door, and very few. I don't. Maybe at a station, but other than that, both bus stops want to be on that side. If they'd be on the other side of on the right side. Let's go back up here somewhere. Asshole. Boy. If I didn't want to mess with my discount, man, I'll ram you right so hard right now. Not a joke, because I don't want to mess with my safe driver skill, but don't mess with my discount, man. This is so hard to build up. Fat ties. Now let's go down to 50. Then 30 in town. Is this the area with the homeless camp? Or is that the other way? I think it's the other one. Just wonder if it looks like a homeless camp underneath the overpass. Actually had a bad experience with that today. Guy first asked if you got a freaking cigarette, then asked, got bar you found. And then he got up for whatever reason. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to take no risk, right? I think I'm gonna go get the rest, because that's gonna be a somewhat long drive back. I don't want to. I don't want to be I don't really need a fuel, but I do need the rest. I think. Oh, I'm gonna also need after this. I guess some repairs. So I got a yellow engine. It's starting to turn yellow engine. I got yellow tires. Never a good thing. Yellow tires, it's getting dangerous actually. You know what I mean. Truck will respond to how your equipment is. Not engine, if you let it go and it starts getting red, as I found out during the dark days of the game, it will start sputting. Hey! I agree. What the hell's the hold up here? Why are you honking on me though? I ain't doing nothing wrong. Just wait for this idiot to move. Oh crap. I went right by the yard. Here I am, think I'm going to the owner. Go on guys, come on. That, as you notice, and how they're adding them soon, hopefully soon. That's the patch. I'm in Osterhaven now, Andre. You made me real curious about your sister and the company you were. Maybe I should pay them a visit too. I thought you valued our working relationship. This was see, this don't make sense. I stay with you, but please make sure you get my sister away from there first. Wow, Andre, don't get all worked up. Andre talking to himself. Just stay away from them, okay? I mean, their boss went off on my wife. See, right there, there's a little issue with the. She's like, I'm talking, I got the sister, and he's talking to me. Little things like that. I mean, I guess some people that might be, but I'm looking at it this way. That's an issue. I don't want to really take resources away from working on something more major. So worry about the upload detail. They mentioned that too in a recent stream they were doing. There was an issue. Maybe the Switch version. I forget which version it shows. It says that it shows it's raining inside the truck. I think this one used to have that too. I only tested PlayStation. I don't play Xbox, but it had an issue on here too. I think this was the game anyway. Okay, I'm not gonna run this person over. But I'm also not gonna wait for, like, if they were, let's say they were crossing right to left. I'm not gonna wait for them, like, once they're off my side, I'm not gonna be like the AI, I'll just wait for them to be completely across there. Now that, just, the honking's back. They got rid of it for a long time, but it seems to be it's back. It gets annoying at times. Of course, I'm gonna cut someone off after it's hard to tell. Getting them. But this is the best feature I could say for them. The fact that you could have that one mirror on, not have to have both of them on inside the cab. It's beautiful. Also, you got this option with your third person. You should have them on or off. You prefer them on because obviously I should be able to see it, but sometimes you can't always see the behind.
Water bill wasn't paid.
You mean? No, it was paid. They told me this would happen. It got caught up in the mail. This reduced what was off of that. Water bill definitely got paid. But it was already in the mail. Oh, of course, I don't get that where I don't need to hold R2 in order to take me on my cruise control. Yeah, I'm definitely going to repair the truck after this. That's actually a concern how bad that is, because that's going to drive back to mid. I'm very interesting. I can't risk trying to take a job and then have cargo hauling not going down. I guess I could take one and pray, but don't want to go just use the garage fast travel system. If it ain't. So that's your really, that's your longevity once you beat all the main missions. But that's pretty much like, you know, selected from like a list of loads. Except you do know distance-wise, you do based on what you got unlocked. And you will see me all. I hate this when you got these on ramps like this. You go from that 120 down to a 50, or you gotta get on like this, and then you go right back up to a 120. Really dangerous piece of road work here, or miles per hour. Again, there's a way to calculate it. I forget what it is. I think this is a 75. I was trying. I used to do it all the time, miles per hour, but you're about to do what Europeans get used to. And of course, the paint job I got, that is a DLC as well. I opted to pay for it. I don't mind if it helps get stuff out. Obviously, work on the game, please. But yeah, they keep saying they're waiting for the call. I guess I think that's how you word it. I guess from Sony and Microsoft, where they get to put the patch out. It seems like if it's a new year, they should be getting a call, guys. Seriously, I don't. If it's they're in that in, based on the companies that the game system's on, game is on, platforms it's on, right? Then that should be out already. I would think. was saying, because again, I've had other games being updated, and I know they're getting patched, so what the hell is the... Hold up. It's weird to me as well. Suspicious. It's almost like, I'm not trusting swords. I used to be, but you know, messed over too many times being a sword. This seems 45. I guess it actually shouldn't say because this would be a 30 so miles per hour. That seems slow for a country road. I actually think country roads are like 55, 55 miles per hour. So back roads, obviously. Should say back road, not country. Oh yeah. I know recomments there want to get to the place because if I turn the engine will be off anyway. Again, it's getting time. About time to turn the lights back on. But I kept saying that I would hope an American, someone driving American trucks and stuff would be out that's like this, because that's the one similarity this and on the road have. They're both European. There's not American. The closest thing I got is that, well, you got SnowRunner, but SnowRunner's not like this. Obviously, it's not on the road. But the fact it's using motorized, but. Obviously, it's a very great game, and I'd never say nothing against the light truck, the SnowRunner, obviously. Oh, I'm so used to this being a 20, sorry. It's not much older, though. But yeah, I love that game, obviously. This is the sunset, guys. Like I said, it's this is one of their best features, is the sunset. Considering this is a Unity engine, too. Not a Unreal. They did a really good job with this. Tons wish they had linear. Really wish tons they had linearity with the speed. You know, I hate that feature on Crew 2. Wish they'd take it off there. I remember when they implemented that on Crew 1. It was like my car was really great, and then it's like, what the hell's going on? I can barely move. And adjusted on that one. And 2 is actually, I've tried to adjust it, it's actually made it worse. So like, hell, it doesn't let us go, let it be where it is. Against AI, it's not a problem. I'm not really a PvP player, so I don't like their system on there. That's why I don't do it on the game. Because if you don't get top 3 or whatever, depending on your how many people's in the race, you lose points, which okay. But if you're going against the best players, they're always going to be on top, more likely. I mean, I'm frustrated. That game makes me. I like their old system better. So I'm saying. Wish summits now were done. I think we're better before. Because if you like. I used to do my summits on Wednesday, so I don't really pay attention to it beyond that. Except this week, because I gotta get some vehicles. Since I have this vehicle, so we're not gonna set to. We're not accepting no nada. Oh, that's a little fix. That's not that hard to fix. Oh, have it. Oh, have it. I really feel bad for you. Hey, no worries. I'll pick up your trip. Or here. Don't tell me no. Thanks a lot, and sorry for my outburst earlier. No problem at all, Andre. You really shouldn't feel bad about venting your personal struggles. Hard professional is it? There's more to life than just business, my dad always told me. Yeah, well, this business with my ex-wife and my sister pretty much affects everything else in my life. Small wonder, I'd say. Thanks for understanding, and thanks again for everything. So, like I said, I'll do a cargo haul. Somebody take me down to where I'm headed anyway. Then I'll probably start doing more missions for Charlie, because he unlocks the quest trucks. Or this passive. So, well, I'll be... Again, let's say watch and do based on that. Okay, yeah, don't go straight. No. Regular, damn, I need skill. Come on, give me more skill jobs. I need skill. These are your bread and butter in this game. I bet the skill, because it's all the same. You pick up the trailer after that, and it does randomize what trailer you're hauling, so there's that. You gotta turn on my lights. You do have... What the hell? What the hell, Andre? You going to see now? Okay. Oh, it's going to SS parts, so yeah, that's a good example. It's very short. I have got a few though to Pine Creek, which is more medium than short, but again, the reason I don't do more of these, they really don't pay as much as the... I don't want to do like I did last time. The only reason I'm doing it was Charlie, because I need that passive that he gives out. I don't want to do it for Andre again like I did last time, because that's the reason it would be worth it would be the manual trannies for the quest. So we'll head down to the garage, fix the truck. Also, there's another little slightly frustrating thing, so you can't refill your truck at your garage. You can't rust her. Well, you technically can and technically you can't. The new garages, as we call it, if you played this well, you'll wind up calling them. No, I ain't in there yet. I can actually drive there after this, ain't a problem. Fill up over it near Charlotte's, that's the closest. But the other garages, you got a rust spot and a fuse spot in very close proximity. Back to Bike Camp Garage, you got a rust spot, and Osterhaven one's right there by the gas station. Of course, one of Bike Camps too. Near the gas station. Near the... I could pick up a little... God, I'm so used to the other speeds, guys. I've had trouble with this before, though. Like, it was one of those ones you couldn't... I forget, it was actually... I couldn't deliver one here before. It didn't give me my parking spot, and there's no way to do the auto, which I hate using. Only way to use that, so again, if I'm on a timer and I know I'm gonna be pushing it, some of David's are like that. They're so close, really ridiculous. I think they've updated it. They said they updated the timers. I've only noticed in one mission, guys, so I don't know if they have or not. David's does not seem to be fixed. And his is the worst because every mission is time. And we got the load, guys. I'm here. You can see I'm here, but there's no drop-off spot. So this, what do you do? Well, you do go to your mission and you have to abort. This is one issue or cancel. Are you sure? Hey, I'm cut out for the job. You're not. It's frustrating when it happens because it's like you just wasted gas and time. And the worst is if that actually happens during a mission. Yes, it's happened to me on a mission, guys. A main mission, you know, not just these side jobs. Forgot this is actually a third zone over here. So yeah, the game does have a lot of issues. Be honest, I'm just being honest. I would say if you're considering, until I get it, I really can't base it on that. But if I was to go buy one that, with the other trucking game coming out next month, I would probably say wait until it's out, see how it does before I would buy one. I mean, let's I think this, I don't know if it's still on sale or not, guys. I think it was on sale recently. I don't know what it was running, but truthfully, I'm surprised if it hasn't already been. I'm surprised it hasn't been on the PS Plus games, free games, right? Because it's that type of game that you can see on the list. I can't remember to put one of those on my list. I ain't got the memory right now, but I really want that game. That's that Greedfall. I don't know if that's one of those games I like, but it's been proven a pain in the backside. I was playing it on PS now. That actually, it's my own fault. It was in his lane, so that's the reason he hit me. It's a thing, like I said, there is a brightness feature also coming with this patch. Again, there's some of the stuff that's needed. These roads are really dark, as you can see. You can't see your mirrors either. As you see, you try using a mirror that shows where I'm at. I guess it could be in third person. I like the first person view. And keep in mind, on the road, a lot of people suspect this. Right now, you got where you go, you adjust your field of view, right? Point of view, you know, that area. But because of restrictions, obviously, with console, you may be having the same view you got on this game, which you can see. It's hard to tell. Yeah. But the only downside, again, it would be for me trying to rely on those mirrors over there, because that game does not have this mirror and cab mirror on the right, which I would feel you almost need in trucking games, guys. Especially if you're in this point of view. It's that mirror over there is so hard to see. You can't adjust the mirrors either if you want to understand it on the road. So it's got its own issues but it does look like it could be better. If I hate to use that word. Again, I brought the game. I'm sticking with it. It may not be for everyone. I'll be the first to admit that it's not for everyone. It's kind of like right now, like if you're having to pick a wrestling game, which one do you pick? Now, I'm be honest. Someone asked me my opinion on that, and I was perfectly honest with them. If I had to pick, now the problem is I don't know whether it's still got the support for your community server. You know, your servers plus your gallery. And that's the 2K series. Which one would I recommend? I would recommend 2K19 because 2K20 is a piece of crap. I love my creator wrestlers. I can't use them, guys, at all. So it's really limited my universe because it seems like it crashes more with if you have creator wrestlers. In fact, it's got so bad I've just completely removed it from my system. Problem is, 2K's got this habit. They don't ever put other ones on sale. I didn't like the DLC either. Honestly, I think it was like God of all of them, but the only real person you got was the Fiend. You didn't get no one else. You got generic this people. Of course, the Southpaw wasn't too bad. At least it was realistic looking. Most of them just God, crap. Last year, your stuff you included real rosters that weren't in the base game, which some of the like NXT stars were no, because they don't get paid the same price as, let's say, the main star talent did to appear in a game. Of course, let's face it, next 2K game, guys, it's gonna come out of the head, because it's gonna be a lot of guys gone. In fact, I've got to know what is going on with Impact and AEW. They say you got talent appearing from AEW now. I mean, Ring of Honor now. I mean, I have curse you. Impact, aka the Good Brothers, were there, with the Young Bucks and Omega. And of course, there was someone that didn't like the fact that they were let go. And wonder how long he's going to be able to come in as AJ. And I've also heard, I hope it's wrong, that Sasha has left. But if he's got ties to AEW, could she be seen there? Because Snoop's got contacts there. Of course, ain't that his cousin or something? I don't know. Would she appear there though? Just thinking, there's been a history between her and Sammy Guevara. The one I keep on wondering though, when the contracts come up, could it be Britt leaving, or could it be Adam Cole leaving? Because of course they're dating, so you gotta wonder what they do to that. I also like to know what type of relationship is Sting and Darby have. Is it they're physically related somehow, or is this admiration, or what? So it seems to be a bond. Of course, I like AEW one reason, and that's kind of where I'm always not everyone's favorite probably person, but he's kind of a local boy. Closest I got to a local boy in wrestling, that's Brian Gage. He's from Chico, which is not that far from where I live. It's not neighbor or nothing like that, but it's actually really closer to me than Sacramento would be. That before he appeared, a lot of people didn't know where Chico was. Then she had that issue of Playboy. But Chico State Girls. So, while I update, I gotta look at what time it is, guys. Hold up. Holy crap, it's already 4? That's changed things, guys. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that time already, guys. So what that's gonna mean, I'm gonna stop it. That says, getting all 4 here is feeding time for the beast. It's also gonna start getting stuff ready. So I'll put the other paint job on, which is Monument Valley. Oh. Okay. Like I said, these are free. Now, I'll go show you what I mean by if you do colors. Paint all. Oh, I have green. Let's see. That will run me $1,500 every time I want to paint the truck. That's just what I got on right now. I do have one more thing though I got to put on my truck, guys. I'm not customizing it. I got to drop a new engine in. Careful, this doesn't always take. So hope you guys have liked this. Smash that like button you have. Subscribe. leave comments, all the good stuff, and I'll see you next time for more truck driver for PS4. Next time we'll be doing jobs for Charlie. So I'm trying to unlock the quest pass so I'm getting the money for the quest. Also, good luck and good trucking, guys. I'd like to pay huge respect to all our truckers who help keep our nations going, guys, during this time. See you then.